Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
19-yard line.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Bobby Wagner.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Goff on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's 2nd down.
Covered by Jamal Adams.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. 3rd and long. It's Goff. Going up top for Kupp. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
1-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now a handoff here to his running back. He finds an opening past the 40. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a big play there for Seattle. 51 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Rams' 15-yard line.
They'll try the left side. It's Gibson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Taken down at the 11-yard line.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Wilson. They'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. And Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. The Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Darrell Taylor. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
If you rank 1 from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, 1 from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know they're 31 and 32. They better be careful. They're going to be top 30 in the league. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Going for the deep ball. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Out of the gun. Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's the rookie from Florida State. It's Cam Akers. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Throwing on third. Goff. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now fourth down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Touchdown, Seahawks. And that is obviously the danger, Charles, of a long field goal attempt.
And what teams are doing now is not just putting their field goal block unit on. They may change it out and go punt return because you have better guys on the field who are able to stay on their feet and block in case that kick is missed. And that's what we saw there, the big return after the long missed field goal.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Intercepted.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the 40.
There's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And this offense is running away with this one. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Goff now looking to throw. Get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And
they'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. To throw on 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Goff. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 35. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down. To throw again, Wilson, and he'll complete this to Gibson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He was covered by Jamal Adams.
Gone. He's going to look deep down the field. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. After the interception, here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On second down now, it's Henderson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did. Saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
That is
by the
one
time we have to leave the booth.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Wilson, it's loose, it's out front, and the Rams have got it back. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
42-yard line.
Now it's gone. Going up top for Cup. And my goodness, another interception. It's Clinton Dunbar with a pick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Backed up now from their own 4 as they come up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now Wilson to throw on 3rd down. It's intercepted in the end zone. Snags it for the pick. And maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they have been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
They're on 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He gives it off to Carson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The Seahawks ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Wide receiver.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Now Wilson on 1st down. A quick target here complete to Metcalf. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Gain of 20.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. They'll run on first down. Carson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. And the Seahawks first down.
From the gun, Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Seattle.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 more there and another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are running away with this one.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Here's Wilson. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give this to Henderson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Rams 7.
Down. From the 50, it's gone. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
10 at the 29-yard line.
Play action. It's gone. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To the air again. Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. 3rd and 2. Gone. He's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Carlos Dunlap able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A Seahawk 1st down as Wilson finds Lockett. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 1st down, Gibson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing on 2nd down, Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed 1 of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Seattle.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That is caught at the 7. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return is Henderson. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
They're on 33-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Wolford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, first and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Got a man, it's Gibson complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with third and long. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Here's Hill on the return. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Rams are going offense here with a first and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team.
That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. To throw is Wolford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yards.
It'll be intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Intercepted by the Seahawks. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense, as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. False start backs him up 5, first and 15. Wilson wants to throw it. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Taylor Rapp with a pick.
first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Tonight's final score, Seahawks 61.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Los